Hello. We touched on the way, the truth, and the life. And to me, John's gospel is the theme of life. Life is mentioned in 3 times in the I am statement. And I'll leave you to find out more about this life. I will move on to the last I am statement as specified in John chapter 15 verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman, the source of the fruit. 2 vineyard songs are sung in Isaiah chapter 5 verse 1 to 7. It's about a desolate vineyard. And Isaiah chapter 27 verse 2 to 6, which is about a fruitful vineyard. So Jesus speaks of a vine, a common Old Testament symbol for Israel, God's people. And the language of an unfruitful branch is tied to Israel as a desolate vineyard in Isaiah chapter 5. But Jesus says that the people of God have a life and a fruit now being in him, as pictured in Isaiah chapter 27 verse 2 to 6. Let's read from the ESV, Isaiah 27, 2 to 6. In that day, a pleasant vineyard, sing of it. I, the Lord, am its keeper. Every moment I water it, lest anyone punish it. I keep it night and day. Verse 4, I have no wrath. Would that I had thorns and briars to battle. I would march against them. I would bend them up together. Or let them by hold of my protection. Let them make peace with me. Let make peace with me. Verse 6 says, in days to come, Jacob shall take root. Israel shall blossom and put forth shoots and fill the whole world with fruits. So here you see Jesus is not simply saying Christians are fruitful by resting in him, though that is the truth. But he is making the redemptive historical claim that he's the new Israel. He both fulfills Israel's destiny because Israel never could fulfill its own destiny, and is the one in whom the people of God find true, flourishing, fruitful life. He's the true and better Israel, succeeding where they failed, bringing flourishing life and fruit where they dried out and offered nothing on the vine. Jesus comes to model Israel. I'm not sure if you realize that. For example, they spent 40 years on the desert. Jesus spent 40 days on the desert. Israel had 12 tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel. Do you realize Jesus instituted 12 disciples? The Israelites were tempted on the desert with food and they failed. They grumbled. Now, see Jesus being tempted with bread on the desert. But he overcame and said, for man shall not live by bread alone. When Moses was leading the Israelites on the desert, after going to the mountain, the Bible said his face shone. His face was shining, that the people could not look. No, Jesus' face on the mountain wasn't shining. He became like the sun. He's the source. So Jesus mentions to us that when we attach ourselves to him, we become or we bear fruit. We have the capacity to bear fruits. We become branches and leaves. He doesn't expect us to be the same. We multiply. We become even more fruitful. He prunes us. We grow. You see, so we can bear different sizes and shapes of fruits. One cluster of grapes has many different sizes. It is because you attach yourself to the vine. And you realize that there are many applications to this. The fruit has seed in themselves, capable of reproducing. See, God expects us to multiply in various facets. And as the seed come out and is carefully consumed, it nourishes others' lives. See, so seed planted in another soil repeats the process. The one important thing is that no one bears fruit for themselves. Every tree that bears fruit is for other people's consumption. It may be plucked and eaten and stored. In some cases, it may be blended and peeled and drunk. And how painful that must have been if that fruit would experience the pain. But just as the fruit doesn't experience the pain, the Lord expects us to serve others, to be fruitful to others without complaining. Another application, and I believe I'll touch on that when I summarize this mini-series, is that we bear fruits in season. So let's get stuck to the vine. The Bible says in Psalm 1 that when we are planted, we are watered because we are stuck in the vine. Whatsoever we do prospers, and we shall bear fruits in its season. I do trust that a few things has been shared with you in this I Am series. We will continue on the summary. I'm not sure how long that will be. If it's too long, we'll split it. But we'll try and summarize in one mini video. The Lord bless you.